Hello guys, welcome back to the channel as I give you my reaction to Stoke City kit and last night's WE Money in the Bank. But we'll get to Stoke, a review of Stoke's home and away kit, and I have to say that I like the home kit, but the only problem with the home kit is that you got the white bit at the back. That was a bit of a letdown. I think what they've done at the front of the kit is fantastic, because for me, no offence to some Stoke fans, but getting rid of the blue writing and the blue badge was the best thing they did, to be fair. And I think that blue kit is amazing. I know other people don't like it. Well, that's your choice. If you don't like that kit, sort of kit, then you don't like it. But obviously, I think they've made the kit, away kit, a lot better than they have done for the last 5 years. Well, yeah, 5 years, because it's nearly coming up to that point that we've been in the Championship that long. But I'd have to say that is a smashing away kit, and I think the training kit is absolutely amazing. And hopefully, if we get any transfer rumours or updates, I will update it on this YouTube channel. But we will get into WWE Money in the Bank last night. Do I think Priest should have won? No. I'll tell you why I wouldn't have had Priest to win it. Because I think he could have won it next year or something and give LA Knight a big moment, but WWE management don't give a damn who wins and whether the fans want that guy to win and the other guy to win. They don't give a damn about that. But for me, LA Knight should have won. But on a given night, I'll give Priest credit where it's due. He was the better man, and the better man won, in my opinion. It's every man for themselves. LA Knight was unlucky, and I just think that, yes, they probably picked the right guy, but next year, obviously, there's 3 picks that I'd have for the men's Money in the Bank next year. I know LA Knight didn't win it, but it was unlucky. It's unfortunate he didn't win, but my 3 picks next year are LA Knight, Santos Escobar, and Logan Paul. Because I think LA Knight will be a world champion. I also think Santos Escobar has got potential to be one of the greatest, youngest talent there is. And I think Logan Paul, so one of the years, will win Money in the Bank and become WWE champion. But yeah, I think the right person won. But it's unfortunate LA didn't win it, but it is what it is. Now we'll get on to the women's tag team match, and yeah, it was a bit stale, to be fair. I don't think it was a great match, but the biggest shock of them all was Shayna Baszler turned her back on Ronda Rousey. I thought it would happen at some point, but not Money in the Bank. That was just crazy. But I think they're building a match up for them two. I think they've been jealous of each other for some time, and I think it's been building for a couple of years, because they both trained at MA together, and they both trained at WWE together. So I'm excited for this rivalry between Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. And Raquel and Liv Morgan won back the championships they never lost. For me, I think they were lucky. If Shayna hadn't turned their back on Ronda, I think they would not have won that match, really. But I'll just leave that like it is, really, because that was a okay match. I didn't think it was the best match of the night. We'll move on to the Intercontinental Championship. Fair play to Riddle. I wasn't expecting him to give a fight like he did. I thought that if Imperium hadn't have injured that ankle, I think that obviously he would have won that match. I think the fact is, if you're against Gunter, the number game, he's always going to win. But having said that, he's been a good champion so far. He has beaten some of the best stars in this industry. And Drew McIntyre coming back last night. It was great to see him back, and I hope he signs a new contract with WWE and they push him a bit more, because he shouldn't be a mid-card, to be fair. I'd love him to be champion where there's fans. That's something he couldn't do yet, and I'd love to see him do it. Really, I would love to see Drew McIntyre be a champion again. And moving swiftly, now we'll get on to the women's Money in the Bank. Well, I think there's a bit of tensions in Damage Control. Trish just got whooped by Becky Lynch into a ladder. That was amazing. And Zoe's got really bad move put on her, really, by Zelina. Fantastic match. And if Becky hadn't been handcuffed to Bayley, I think Becky would have won. And Bayley shaking the ladder so that Io Sky can get across. And Wade Barrett says it wasn't intentional. You can see it was. It was. Because it's every woman for themselves. And I see Io Sky turning on Bayley at some point and turning babyface, and I just thought that Io needs that push. She deserves to be champion. From what I've seen in that ring so far from her, she is a hell of a competitor, and I can't wait to see her become either Raw or SmackDown champion. I think she needs that in her career, because she has a lot of potential to be as good as the 4 workhorse women one day. And I do think the women's ladder match was great. But we'll move on to the Bloodline Civil War. Well, it was a brutal match, but I think that stole the show, the Bloodline Civil War, because Solo and Roman brutalized the Usos, and I wasn't confident that the Usos were going to get anything out of that match, because at the start, Roman and Solo were dominating it from pretty much start to finish. But the Usos, even though they got battered by Roman and Solo, they kept fighting, kept believing. And the Usos just prove why they are the best damn tag team in the world. And I think that Roman will be embarrassed and humiliated, because fun fact is, Jay was the first ever person to pin Roman, and now he's the last ever person to pin Roman. And I think that with Roman losing, at some point Solo's gonna turn on Roman. I don't think it'll be yet though, because I think Solo will turn his back on Roman next year. I don't think it'll be this year, because Roman knows Solo that well, and I think that Solo should have a year with Roman. And yeah, just thought that the Usos, where Jay just kicks out on Roman, spear, and delivers a low blow, and then the Usos super kick Roman and Solo, and then Jay gets tagged by Jimmy for the Uso splash and for the win. And that was just a brilliant UK Money in the Bank event. And if you want to see any more gaming content, or any more WE content, or any Stoke City latest news, let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching.